Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is January the 3rd, 2018. And as always, this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis where we are giving you the news according to the charts. And we appreciate you all tuning in on today. And as always, we are not investment advisors and we are not giving you investment advice. But I can tell you that overall in the cryptocurrency market, we continue to get these altcoins making all-time highs. Ripple, Ethereum, Neo. Those are just some of the cryptocurrencies that made all-time highs again today. As you guys can see on this website, Ripple is now trading around $3.16. Ethereum is almost hitting that threshold of $1,000 per Ethereum, which is fantastic. And Neo, let's see where they're at the number 11, now trading at $103.95. I don't want you guys to forget about all the other altcoins, meaning Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dash, Monero, all these other altcoins or cryptocurrencies that has been in the spotlight in the past is now becoming less and less more important. A lot more people are focusing on these other altcoins. So I just want you guys do not forget or take your eyes off these other altcoins as well. The cryptocurrency space is just a true gold mine for those who understand and know how to look for these particular trades, which is one of the reasons why we are here on this channel, to give you guys the opportunity to capitalize on some of these gains that is occurring in these cryptocurrency markets. Now, as you guys can see, that Stellar is at number 6 location now at 87 cents, up 55.93%. Now we do have 9 cryptocurrencies that we do on a daily basis. And if you want me to start doing Stellar on a regular basis, then we need to figure out which are the other cryptocurrencies you want me to take off. So leave a comment in the section of this video for today and let me know which other cryptocurrencies would you want me to take off to allow Stellar to replace it. Okay, now I don't think Bitfinex allows or trades Stellar. If so, that would be great. But if not, then I will just have to go to TradingView to show you guys that particular chart. See, that's one of the benefits of understanding and having the knowledge of the financial markets. We can use any particular chart need be in order to get the price predictions and the price movements of these financial securities. Well, I really can't say financial securities because these cryptocurrencies are not regulated yet, but needless to say, we can still profit from these altcoins and or cryptocurrencies. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. You guys can see that the market cap is up 734.8 billion. I told you in a video yesterday that maybe by the end of this month or even next month, the cryptocurrency space will be knocking on the door of a $1 trillion market cap. And this is just more validation to that point. The money continues to flow into the cryptocurrency space, which is always a positive thing. And I'm just waiting for the day that we will get one of these altcoins and or Bitcoin to finally make a social application to benefit our lives on a daily basis. Because right now a lot of these altcoins are in the testing phase, trying to find that solution to impact our lives on a regular basis. And which one is the first one would definitely be the multi-billion-dollar coin in the world. So just keep your eyes open on that as well, because that's what I'm also doing here at HueFin News, trying to track which one of these altcoins has the highest potential of making that happen. So now let's go ahead and look at Bitfinex. So Bitfinex, you guys can see that Bitcoin is up 2.31%. Last trade is at $15,116. So now we're looking at the daily price chart for Bitcoin, and the market is still finding a lot of resistance around that $15,000 area. But one of the things I do notice is the volume is almost the same as what it was yesterday, but the spread of the bar is a lot smaller, which resembles the fact that the market is definitely trying to buy up all of the selling that's occurring around that $15,000 area for Bitcoin. 3-hour chart. Let's see. So on our video yesterday, we saw this particular stockpile bar, which is precursors of weakness, and ever since then you guys can see how consolidated the market has been, trading around 14,005 all the way back up to 15,250, and the market continues to move ever so slightly higher. And that's our analysis for Bitcoin to finally break and continue above that $15,000 area to move higher. And you guys can see as I zone out that 15,250 has also been the resistance for Bitcoin, and we're expecting it to at least break that $15,250 area and possibly move back up to 15,005. And if so, it will be the third time that Bitcoin has came back up to 15,005. But definitely I can tell by this chart that the market is trying to move price higher in Bitcoin. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 8.65%. Last trade was $936.35. So again, all-time highs for Ethereum. The bar is a precursors of strength bar, push to go up. Stockpile did come in on today's bar, so we'll acknowledge where support may be. And also you guys can see that the market started out moving lower towards $840, which was the resistance from previous days. In the background you guys can see right around that area. So Ethereum did move lower throughout the trading day, but obviously you guys can see that interest in higher prices is there. And currently we can still see that interest in higher prices still there, but we do have stockpile on this last bar. Even on this particular bar we got a lot of stockpile, but obviously the market participants has bought it up, and now the market is giving us a little downside movement in Ethereum. It might come back down to 920 to find support, but we can get a better picture on the 1 hour bar. So definitely we can see Ethereum coming back down around 920 in the short term. We can tell that the market is losing interest in higher price at the moment, so we're expecting them to at least move to around 920 in or around that area. Okay, and then if that would not hold, then the next area according to the 1 hour bar is going to be around $880, which that is also possible. So the market will not hold at 930, which is trying to do right now as I'm doing this video. Expect Ethereum to at least come to and around 920, and then ultimately you might even find support around 910. Now if those three price areas will not hold, then the next area to catch Ethereum from falling would be around $890. Okay, but looking on the daily price chart, long term the market is still looking for higher prices, albeit it might not be on tomorrow unless we catch that support on one of those price areas that I mentioned to you guys. So now let's go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is down 0.63%. Last trade was $2,535.30. And just like with Bitcoin, I don't want you guys to go to sleep on Bitcoin Cash. The market did move higher all the way up to $2,800 today, but obviously you guys can still see that stockpile on today's bar, which is a precursor to weakness. But if we move it to the 3 hour bars, you guys can see that throughout the trading day the market did come all the way back up to $2,800. But then the market found support again around 2520. That is a crucial and vital area for Bitcoin Cash. The market has came and touched that area numerous times, and it looked like it's trying to touch it again around 2520. If this current 3 hour bar closes below 2520, then expect Bitcoin Cash to continue to move lower, and then the next area would be 2500, and then ultimately you might come to 2450, and that's only if the volume is light. If the volume is a lot heavier, it would be not a problem for Bitcoin Cash to come to 2400 or even $2,300. Okay, so right now I'm looking at the 3 hour bars for Bitcoin Cash. The market is giving us weakness, so for the current time expect Bitcoin Cash to move lower. But if it finds support around 2520 or even around the low of this bar, $2,500, and we get precursors of strength around that area, then expect Bitcoin Cash to continue to move higher. So now let's go to Ripple. So Ripple is up 25.63%. Last trade was $2.74 on Bitfinex. So we have received a definite precursors of strength bar push to go up. The market also has the volume to back today's particular move, which lets us know that the market is definitely satisfied with price being in at that area. But nevertheless, we do have selling occurring on today's bar. So let's see where support is. So on this 3-hour bars, you guys can see how strong Ripple is trading right now in a definite up move right now. The next thing that we'll need to see is where Ripple will find support. And we don't have a pretty good picture on the 3-hour bar. So we're going to move into a smaller time frame to 1 hour. And the market is definitely trading or consolidating right now in Ripple around $2.65 all the way back up to $2.80. The market is still trying to keep price around that area. We're not necessarily getting precursors of weakness and or precursors of strength bars currently in Ripple, but as a matter of fact, from this last completed 3-hour bar, it looks as if the volume has completely dried up. Now that could mean two things: interest is lacking in higher prices, or the selling in the market has been consumed, and then Ripple can continue to move in higher price. So the 30-minute chart, we're definitely getting price trying to sustain itself above $2.70, definitely $2.65, but we're still looking at Ripple maintaining price right now. We're not necessarily going to give you it's going to move higher or move lower. It's just going to consolidate and trade sideways for our analysis today, because the market is not giving us a definite way that it wants to move, albeit I will tell you it looks like it wants to continue to move higher, but we do have signs on this chart that is telling us that it wants to move lower. So we're not necessarily going to say it's going to move higher, but we do have inclinations that it is definitely trying to continue in higher price. And if it does, it might just come back up to $2.80. But you guys can tell that $2.75 has been acting as resistance as well. So now let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is another sleeper in the cryptocurrency space over the last couple of weeks. They are down 3.49%. Last trade was $242.23. But I can tell you that the stockpile that came in on yesterday's bar continue for today, but the spread of today's bar isn't that drastic. The support is around $240, so we need to keep that in mind for Litecoin in order for them to continue to move higher in price. So the 3-hour bars for Litecoin, we continue to get precursors of weakness in Litecoin. We're looking for 240 or even all the way back down to $236 for Litecoin to find support, and then from there we'll definitely move higher. Either 240 or $236 is where we're looking currently. It might ultimately come all the way back down to $232, especially if this gives us a precursors of weakness and we get a push to go down bar, because we receive continual stockpile on these bars here, and the market continues to slowly move lower, which is give us more inclination that support might be around 240 or even 236. But nevertheless, we're still looking for Litecoin to move lower just to find support, and then from there move higher. So now we're going to go to Dash. So Dash is down 4.03%. Last trade $1,120.50. Just like with Litecoin, Dash has been a sleeper over the last couple of trading days. The chart, you guys can see it has just been trading sideways, consolidating, ready for the next move. And we have a very shallow trading day in Dash for today as well. The market did close lower, so we are getting precursors of weakness on the daily price chart for Dash. Support is around that $1,100 area, which with Litecoin, It's not that far from where it currently is trading, but we are definitely getting inclinations that Dash is trying to keep price above $1,100. That's very obvious, but at the same time we are getting resistance around 1140 or even all the way up to 1160, and we're trying to wait and see which one of the market participants will be successful. Is it going to be the buyers or the sellers on this 3-hour bar? And right now we can't make that determination, so we're going to go ahead and look at the 1-hour bar. So definitely the market has been trading sideways, giving us more inclination of the wantedness to move higher, and we're expecting Dash to continue to move lower, and it might just come back down to and around 1109, 1110, all the way back down to $1,100 just to find support if where it currently is trading now will not hold. But one thing we do see is 1140 is that area of resistance, and we currently are not getting any precursors of strength around that price, which is why we're leaning more towards Dash moving lower rather than moving higher at this time. Now that can change once we complete our analysis, but at the moment Dash is definitely getting us precursors of weakness than strength. So expect Dash to find support around $1,100 or even 1040, I think it was, before it moves higher in price. So now we're going to go ahead and go to NEO. So you guys can see that NEO was up 10.66% last trade, $100.29. Market is still strong for NEO at the present time on the daily price chart. Even with all the stockpile that came in the market, you guys can see that the market participants has bought it up, which gives us even more confirmation of the acceptance of higher price around $105, because the market even for today moved all the way back down to $85, at which we analyzed from yesterday. But the volume for today is definitely a lot lighter than what it was yesterday, so we might be losing some interest in higher price as NEO trades around the $100 mark. So looking at the 3-hour bars, you guys can see that we are getting weakness in NEO at the present time, which is just letting us know that all this volume that we have on this completed 3-hour bar is selling at the moment, and support currently is around $97.50 or even $95. Now I'm gonna move it to a 1-hour bar and show you where support is. So $98, which NEO already came down and tried to touch, could be the support area, or it could come all the way back down at 96 or even 94. But given the amount of work and volume and activity that we see here on this price chart, it can even come all the way down at 92 or even 90. We can see that definitely happening, especially if this bar concludes as a push to go down bar on a very wide spread. So watch out for that. But definitely on a daily, the market is giving us even the inclination to want to move higher. So we just need to wait and find out where support is for NEO. So I wanted to point out to you guys too, if I make this daily chart bigger, you guys can see that back around September 15th, 2017, the market was trading around $19. The open was at $15.80, and less than almost 4 months, you guys can see how fast NEO has increased in price. This is what we're talking about, how this is a gold mine in the cryptocurrency space. If you guys would have gotten in early around the beginning or the second week in September, you guys could have rolled the wave in high profits for NEO at this present time. So kudos to all you guys who are now interested in investing in cryptocurrencies, because you are well ahead of the curve prior to world dominance tries to jump in on these cryptocurrencies. So now let's go to IOTA. So IOTA is up 3.03%. Last trade was $4.10. So As I zoom out for IOTA, you guys can see how the market has just been trading within this consolidation range of $3 all the way up to $5, and that just gives us more inclination that IOTA is going to be trading a lot higher than $5.50, but the market is just taking a break. And you guys can see even over the last 3 or 4 trading days, the market has been trending higher, and that gives us even more inclination that IOTA is going to continue higher in price. Looking at the 3-hour bars, you guys can also see how consolidation is occurring in IOTA, $3.90 all the way back up to and around $4.20. The market has just been consolidating, not even falling, but resistance is around $4.20. We will need to see a push to go up bar or another type of precursors of strength bar to break through 420 in order for IOTA to move higher. We are looking at that occurring, so our analysis will be for them to move higher, but until then expect it to be consolidated and move in between $4.20 all the way back down to $3.90 or even $3.80. So now let's go to the last one, which is Monero. So Monero is up 5.26% last trade, $385. Market for Monero is very strong. It is coming up to another area of resistance, which is around $400. The volume for these cryptocurrencies, I want you guys to pay attention. Compared to what it was yesterday, it's awfully light, but this is a precursor to strength bar. We do have stockpile on today's bar, not much, but it's still there. So as I zoom out, you guys can see how much of a strong uptrend Monero is in right now, and it's coming right back up to the area of resistance, $390. And the market, you can tell by all this volume how stockpile came in around $390. This is the confirmation bar. We need this bar to close above this close in order for Monero to move higher. And given the amount of volume that we have on this particular bar and how the market hasn't been falling from there, it looks as if Monero is going to continue to move high in price, at least back up to $400. Okay, so that's our analysis for them to move higher to and around $400, but that does not mean it cannot go higher than that. Okay, so overall we're just expecting Monero to continue to move higher. So that's our analysis for today, January the 3rd, 2018. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you stay tuned so you always get your news according to the charts, because we're the only one who is able to give you the news before it actually happens. Okay, so that's all we have for today, guys. Take care, stay profitable, and I will talk to y'all later.